Hello, welcome to the Online Movement Studio class today, and thank you for joining in the class. So there's a few things I'm going to say before we start the class. One of which is, if you feel like any of the exercises are aggravating old pain or giving you new pain, don't feel you have to battle on with anything. You can work entirely at your own level. So if you feel that perhaps your hip is a bit sore today, you don't have to push yourself up to level 3. There's an alternative for every exercise. Now there's several things that I use in the class to help, which you can get online or not use them at all. I particularly like this memory foam neck pillow. I use that for quite a lot of the exercises to support your head or perhaps your hips. So I have some 1 kilo lightweight dumbbells, which you can use to add some resistance to the upper body exercises. I have these gorgeous lightweight ankle weights, which you can get, which just go around the ankle and once again add some resistance to the leg exercises. And then TheraBand in varying strengths to use as support for some of the leg exercises and as resistance for some of the shoulder exercises. And one final thing, the breathing. So there's a lot of emphasis in yoga and Pilates about breathing. Now I want you to be comfortable during the exercises and do what comes naturally to you. You can put a little bit of focus and emphasis on the breathing, and I'll talk you through that, but the main thing is just not to stress and worry about it. So there's very safe, very effective online classes based on Pilates and yoga and some of my physio exercises. I hope you enjoy. Hello. So today's class is looking to strengthen knees and hips. So if you have knee pain, this is actually a very good one for you. Now, when people's knees are really irritable, we have a few alternatives to do so you can still strengthen without hurting. I like to do these exercises in my lovely leg weights, and the other thing that's really helpful to have for these classes is a chair. So we're going to start off in standing. So come stand, and you can keep your chair near you, or if you need to hold on to the back of the sofa or the mantelpiece for balance, that's absolutely fine. So we're going to start off working in some squats. Now, a really nice alternative to squats if your knees are really irritable is to do from a chair, sit to stand, thinking about taking your nose over your toes and straightening up. This will work your quadricep muscles and your glute muscles and really strengthen the muscles around your knees without going down into the full deep squat. I'm going to put the chair to one side, but just keep it in your mind that if the squat exercises are really irritating you, use a chair. Okay, so come, stand nice and tall. Feet hip width apart, lift up the rib cage, and from here, nice deep inhalation. Exhalation, sink the feet down into the mat, lengthen through the spine. So I'm going to start off with my mini squat. So a mini squat just down and up, 6 inches on the knees, down and up. This shouldn't be irritating your knees. I don't mind if you have a little bit of soreness, but if you're finding it sharp, go back to the sit to stand. If not, we're going to do 10. Now, if you feel strong and you'd like to work harder, bottom goes right out behind, so the thighs are parallel with the floor. Let's do 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then stand up tall. You can just have a little walk of it out. Okay, and we're going to repeat. And as deep as you want to go, it's fine by me if you stay shallow, fine by me as you go deep. I always think about dropping the weight into the heels and coming down, springing up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, walk it out. And another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and walk it out. Okay, so my variation on this is your plie squat, turn the toes to the side. Once again, if you need to stay shallow, stay shallow. If you need to go to your chair variation or alternative, that's fine. I love a plie squat. I find it really opens up the hip and gets my glutes going. And in all honesty, if I do plie squats, I don't have any hip pain. So we're going to do 3 sets of 10. I think I've done 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And then I just have a little stretch out in between sets. And then we're going to come back again. 10 more. You can go wider and deeper if you like. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, a little stretch, a little rest. And last set, 10, squeeze up, 9, grow tall, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now I want you to hold it here and pulse. 9. Now if you like this, you can go low. If you don't, keep it shallow. We're going to go 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Okay, just have a stretch out if you like. And a stretch. And a stretch. And a stretch. Very good. Okay, now the next exercise, again, really good for strengthening thighs, but I do it against a wall. Your isometric knee holds. Isometric seated squats here. So squats against the wall. Now think about keeping your shoulder blades against the wall, and the lower you go, the harder you work. So you can keep it shallow up here, or you can come the full way so that your thighs are parallel to the floor. And this is hard, this is a hold. We're going to hold it now for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up and rest if you need to. And if not, we're going to come back down a little bit lower. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up, out and rest if you need to. If not, a little bit lower. And hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Gosh, I need a rest after that. So from here, come stand on one leg, hold on to your chair or wall if you need to. Push the hip forward, stretch into the thigh. Now if you can't get that much knee bend, hang on to your sock or your trouser. Really push into that. 3, 2, 1. Change sides. And push, heel to bottom. Good. Okay. From here, if you'd like to work your way to lying on the mat in your own time in the bridge position. Okay, so come and lie down on your mat in the bridge position, and I want you to imagine that you're lying on train tracks. So the train tracks are going through the shoulders, the hips, the knees, and the ankles. And we're just going to work through the bridge, lift and lower. So we're working hamstrings and glutes. We're going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips. Now squeeze the glutes together. Squeeze, squeeze. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, repeat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze. Pulse. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. Last set of 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, squeeze the glutes, squeeze. Imagine you've got a £5 note between your bottom cheeks, squeeze, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Just stretch the back out a little way now before we move on to the next exercise. Pop the feet down. Now for this exercise, we're working hamstrings and glutes. Now you can support your bottom if you like. I can sometimes do it with one hand underneath the other here for a little support, or hands over your rib cage if you want to work really hard. And we come knee extension. Let's do 10. See, I like having my leg weights on for this. You don't have to have them. 7, 6, 5. Looking to keep the hips level. 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap it over. 10, 9. Keep the hips lifted. 8, 7. Just notice the difference between side to side. You'll have one stronger and one weaker. 3, 2, 1. Rest if you need to. If not, straight back into this side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, back into the other side. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep the hips lifted. 3, 2, last one. Rest if you need to. If not, I'm going straight into round 3. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Change sides again. Last set, you'll be glad to know. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Ooh, last one. And rest. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Stretch. And then feet to the floor. Just take a little breather there. We're going to stretch the hamstrings whilst you just have a little breather here. Hold on behind the knee. Straighten up the leg. And then change sides. Okay, now if you want to roll over onto your side, this is quite a good exercise for hips and knees, but you don't have to go further than you want to with this. So you just come up with a nice straight leg, lift and lower. Now that might be too much on your knees, in which case we can just come into a side lie position here. If we come up into half plank, we also work our core, our waist and our shoulder. So we're just going to do 10 with a straight leg. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax it down. And we're going to swap over sides and do the same on the other side. So again, you can come into a nice relaxed half side lying position, or we can come up and come. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Okay, come and sit back down and we're going to have a little stretch out. So from here, I will extend the legs out in front of me and bend one knee, cross it over your other, and just hug the knee in towards the chest. We just stretch out the glutes here and a little compression on the knee. And then change sides. Good. And last of all, extend the legs away from you and just come into a nice gentle forward bend flex. Stretch out the hamstrings, stretch the calf muscles. Good. Well, thank you very much for joining my class today. I hope that worked you thoroughly and worked all those nice thigh and hamstring and glute muscles, which are really, really important for supporting the knee when you have knee pain. Thank you.